je m'appelle Kirsty de Sackville et vous écoutez CHMA.
The time is 9 o'clock. You're listening to CHMA 106.9 FM in Sackville, New Brunswick.
And now it's time for your CHMA News. We're broadcasting from Sackville, New Brunswick, the heart of the Maritimes and the traditional and unceded lands of the Mi'kmaq people. Coming up in the next 15 minutes, we'll have your local news, Atlantic update, weather, sports update, and some community announcements.
Hello, I'm Clinton Davis with your local CHMA News here in Tantramar. And now, Tantramar's new council met Monday afternoon for close to 4 hours in its first committee of the whole meeting. With Councillor Alison Butcher absent, they ended with a split vote of 4-4 on the matter of a proposed 10-year recreation master plan for the region. Councillors raised concerns about rural representation and accessibility. Tantramar's recreation plan is intended to guide municipal recreation, parks, and culture over the next decade. RC Strategies is an Alberta-based consulting firm that specializes in recreations, parks, trails, tourism, and cultural planning. Tantramar hired them in 2025 for approximately $50,000 to develop the municipality's recreation plan. RC Strategies presented the plan to Council on Monday. Megan Dingwall and Megan Carey appeared at the meeting via Zoom, where Carey went through the plan with Council.
The goal of the master plan is to help provide direction about how to prioritize your investment in this important quality of life service.
The plan contains 17 recommendations organized under 5 goals: active living, equity, collaboration, communication, and sustainability. It recommends creating 2 community working groups. One would focus on parks and recreation, and the other would focus on arts and culture. It also recommends investigating a centrally located, accessible, multi-purpose community hub. Deputy Mayor Josh Gauguin said the need for flexible community space has been discussed for years.
I'm the scout leader, and when COVID hit, we got kicked out of the schools and we haven't been able to return. So thankfully we have a spot that we can go to, but if that goes away, then we have no place.
Councillor Alyssa Green questioned whether the plan adequately represents communities outside Sackville. Green pointed to ATV and snowmobile users, hunters, anglers, and other people participating in rural recreation. She said the document's history section also focused heavily on Sackville and Mount Allison University, leaving out the other regions.
It almost felt, when I was reading this, that this was a rec master plan for Sackville. And that's just to be, transparent about how I felt when I read it. I don't really feel that the rural communities were represented in this plan in an effective and equitable manner.
Carey responded by saying the Sackville Rod and Gun Club had been consulted. She said the engagement process also included time in Dorchester and other rural communities.
We spent significant time in Dorchester, spent significant time in the other communities, going out to the different rural spaces to get a feel.
The consultant acknowledged the concerns about the history section. Green also brought up that accessibility received too little attention. Accessibility is included under the plan's broader equity goal, but Green said it should receive more specific consideration.
Oftentimes when you read literature about accessibility, there is the opportunity and the trend to miss the opportunities for providing accessibility when it is lumped together in that whole framework and that umbrella. Without accessibility, there is no inclusion.
Carey said the company would review the evidence in its supporting report and reconsider the accessibility language used in the plan. Matt Pride spoke next. Pride is Tantramar's Director of Active Living and Culture. Pride said the document is intended to provide high-level direction while allowing individual policies and programs to be developed later.
I'm not going to get into the details about the goals and recommendations, but you saw that there are 17 different recommendations there that would help us prioritize and plan and spread services throughout the entire municipality over the next 5 to 10 years.
Staff recommended sending the plan to the July regular council meeting through its consent agenda. Consent agenda items are normally approved together unless a councillor asks to remove one for further debate. Green said the plan required more time and more answers before council approved it.
Being representative of our community and speaking for them, I'm not going to say yes to something just because it looks good. And it does look nice, but there are questions that I have in there, and there has been a lot of work put into it, but I think it can be better, and I think once our questions, or my questions perhaps, are answered, it will be better and it will represent the whole community.
The motion to send the plan to the July consent agenda ended in a 4-4 tie. This tie defeated the motion. Council then agreed to bring the Recreation Master Plan back as a regular administrative report in September, as they will be taking the summer off. That will allow councillors to debate it publicly and gives staff and RC Strategies more time to respond to questions. The plan has not been rejected, but its adaptation will be delayed until council considers whether it adequately represents rural communities, recreation groups, people facing accessibility barriers, and everyone here in Tantramar.
And this is Theodore Ramarak with a story on growing recruitment numbers at Sackville Fire and Rescue as the department begins its recovery.
Our recruitment numbers are starting to look really good. We have a long list of people wanting to join the department, so I think it's very promising. We have a very promising future ahead.
That's Tantramar Director of Protective Services, Dan Dupuis. Dupuis says growing recruitment is one sign that Sackville Fire and Rescue is beginning to recover after 12 firefighters stepped away from duty in January. On June 19th, the municipality of Tantramar announced it had taken administrative actions following an independent workplace investigation. Dupuis says creating a safe and positive work environment is now a priority.
Recovery starts with one of our priorities is to provide a positive and safe work environment. And I believe we are well on our way to do that at the moment. There's a lot of positive feedback with the firefighters currently in the hall or whatnot, and it looks really, really good.
Dupuis says the past several months have been difficult, but he believes the department is moving in the right direction. When asked about rebuilding trust, Dupuis says communication has improved and firefighters are feeling more comfortable.
Like I said, it's probably been a rough road for a little bit. It's been a difficult time. We have work to do to repair this relationship. The public can absolutely trust that Sackville Fire and Rescue will maintain the same great service it's known for providing. This will come out of this process pretty stronger, even stronger than before. So I think it's going to be really, really good.
Dupuis says the municipality also hopes some of the firefighters who stepped away in January will return. He says some retired firefighters have already offered to help.
I've even had reach out from some of the former firefighters or retired firefighters that said, you know what, if you need help, you could call on me to come back and help you out till we get this kind of sorted out.
For CHMA News, I'm Theodore Ramarak.
I'm Ian Hannah-Mansing from Sackville originally, now in Vancouver, and you're listening to CHMA. There you go.
And now for your CHMA Atlantic update. The Fredericton Police Force says one of its former officers is facing charges after an investigation into his police files. Andrew Savoy, an ex-constable, has been charged with perjury, uttering forged documents, and breach of trust. Fredericton police say they found inconsistencies in Savoy's files during an internal audit, but the force did not give details. The charges are the result of an independent investigation into his files by police in Miramichi. Halifax Regional Police are investigating the shooting of a 25-year-old man. Police say around 9:20 yesterday morning, they responded to a report of a shooting in Halifax's West End. A 25-year-old man was found with a life-threatening gunshot wound. Police say they do not believe it was a random incident. Nova Scotia's Auditor General says the Office of Addictions and Mental Health is failing to provide effective oversight of mental health and addiction services. The government created the office with its own dedicated minister in 2021 in response to a rise in mental health needs during the COVID-19 pandemic. 5 years in, Auditor General Kim Adair says the office has limited oversight and responsibility for mental health and addiction services, despite its role in setting policy direction and service standards. The audit found the office lacks knowledge of the full range of services available across the province. RCMP in Newfoundland say 2 people have died after a collision with a moose. Mounties say after 8:30 p.m. on Monday they were alerted to a crash on Route 10 between a motorcycle and a moose. Police say a 48-year-old man was driving the motorcycle with a 19-year-old woman as his passenger. Both were pronounced dead at the scene. New Brunswick is planning a state funeral to honor a former lieutenant governor who died on June 17th. Maryland Trenholm Council was a family physician in Sackville and Port Elgin and was appointed New Brunswick's lieutenant governor by former Prime Minister Jean Chrétien in 1997. She was named to the Senate of Canada in 2003. Her funeral will be held on Friday. And that has been your CHMA Atlantic Update.
Hi, I'm Nancy from Bunch Crunch Freeze Dried Foods. You're listening to CHMA 106.9 FM, Sackville, New Brunswick.
And now for the weather. Today we're looking at showers with fog patches retreating to the coast in the morning, about 5 to 10 millimeters, with a high of 19, except 13 along parts of the coast, and a UV index of 3 or moderate. At night, mainly cloudy with a 60% chance of showers and a risk of thunder showers in the evening with a low of 13. On Thursday, a mix of sun and cloud with a high of 19, then at night, cloudy periods with a low of 11. On Friday, cloudy with a high of 23, then at night, cloudy with a 60% chance of showers and a low of 16. On Saturday, a mix of sun and cloud with a high of 22, then at night, cloudy with a 30% chance of showers and a low of 13. On Sunday, cloudy with a 60% chance of showers and a high of 18. Then at night, cloudy periods with a low of 11. Finally, on Monday, a mix of sun and cloud with a high of 25. And that has been the weather.
Hi, I'm Renee, and you're listening to CHMA 106.9 FM.
And here's Brian Nielsen with your CHMA Sports Update.
Yesterday in World Cup action, Portugal shuts out Uzbekistan 5-0 behind 2 Cristiano Ronaldo goals. Ghana and England play to a 0-0 draw. Croatia beats Panama 1-0, and Colombia beats the Democratic Republic of Congo 1-0. In today's World Cup action, Canada plays its final group stage game. Kickoff is at 4 p.m. and they play Switzerland. Groups A and C also complete group play today. Major League Baseball yesterday, it was the San Diego Padres in 10 innings defeating the Atlanta squad 7-6 at home. Blue Jays cough up a late lead. They lose in 11 innings to the Houston Astros 9-7. It was the Mariners by 1 over the Pirates 3-2. Royals all over the Rays with a 12-5 final in Tampa Bay. Marlins with a 6-4 victory over the Rangers. Yankees defeat the Tigers 4-3. Philadelphia Phillies down to their last strike in the top of the ninth, trailing by 2, 8-6, end up scoring 8 runs in the top of the ninth. They defeat the Washington Nationals 14-9. Pete Crow Armstrong gets his 5th home run in 6 games, and the Chicago Cubs defeat the New York Mets 9-6. It was the Brewers shutting out the Reds in Cincinnati 2-0. Dodgers all over the Twins 12-3 in Minnesota. White Sox get by the Guardians 2-1. D-backs squeak past the St. Louis Cardinals, 4-3 final there. Red Sox with the 5-2 victory over the Rockies in Colorado. Angels defeat the Orioles 5-1. And in the Bay Area, it was the San Francisco Giants with a 3-1 victory over the Sacramento Athletics. WNBA action yesterday, just one game. It was the New York Liberty with the 87-76 victory over the Las Vegas Aces. And staying on the hard court, looking towards next season, the NBA draft was last night, and it was A.J. DeBonsa from BYU, the number 1 overall pick. He's going to the Washington Wizards. Darren Peterson of Kansas is going to the Utah Jazz. Carlos Boozer of Duke goes to the Memphis Grizzlies at number 3, and the Toronto Raptors take Andrew Graves from Santa Clara at the number 19 pick.
And that's Brian Nielsen with your CHMA Sports Update. Please be sure to check out Brian's show on Mondays at 8:30 a.m. for more sports commentary.
Hi, I'm Oscar Rigby, and you're listening to CHMA.
And now for what's going on in your community. Mark your calendars. The Tentamar Community Concert Band will be performing Thursday, June 25th at 6:30 p.m. in the bandstand at Bill Johnston Park. This free concert will feature completely different music from their concert last month, including music from the 1920s, upbeat, jazzy, and fun. Once again, this event is taking place June 25th at 6:30 p.m. at the Bill Johnston Park. Marshlight Theatre Company is proud to announce its June production of the Spark series titled Sirens. This play, directed by Ryan Slashinsky and written by Sue Rose, tells the Greek myth of Persephone and Hades from the perspective of her companions, known as the Sirens. Sirens will be performed from June 25th to June 27th. Tickets are $15 per person and can be purchased through marshlight.ca/my-calendar. You can also find the production on 3 Fairfield Road. Get ready for a Thursday full of punk, rock, and power pop with the joint performance of 3 Canadian artists. From Newfoundland and Labrador, the band Breadclip and the singer John Moran will be teaming up with Sackville's very own Snake Noise on June 25th to rock Duckies. Expect a mix of Atlantic weirdness, nostalgia, and funky, swanging music to light up your Thursday night. The performance will take place after trivia at 9 p.m. The cover cost is $15 or pay what you can. Diamond is going to transport you to the Mushroom Kingdom and beyond this June. Join them June 27th at 9 p.m. at Ducky's Bar for the trip of the year into the most magical of all kingdoms to celebrate Pride Month. Featuring pop-up performances by several drag performers, tickets can be purchased in advance for $10 by visiting the event's Facebook post at Ducky's Pub or emailing dragdiamond@gmail.com. Tickets will also be $15 at the door. Every advance ticket sale gets you entered into a draw for a $25 bar tab. This is happening June 27th at 9 p.m. at Ducky's Bar. And that's what's happening in your community.
Get ready to roll up your sleeves and make your mark, literally. The Block Printing Workshop invites all skill levels and ages 10 and up to a monthly workshop on the first Saturday of every month. The first workshop will be June 6th. They take place from 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. at 131B Main Street, Sackville. Spaces are limited to 6 participants and registration is $80 per person. To register, you can email info@artwithren.ca or check out their website, artwithren.ca, and complete the Reserve Your Spot Google form.
And that was your CHMA News. Please visit www.chmafm.com for more news and to sign up for our email newsletter. Funding is provided by our monthly sustainers, the Community Radio Fund of Canada, and the Municipality of Tantchamar's Community Development Grant. If you have a story idea or would like to include an announcement, please write us at news@chmafm.com.
Live on KEXP brings you the very best of KEXP's world-renowned live, in-studio, and remote performances. Each week, they'll bring you a new live session from emerging artists to well-established acts spanning styles, genres, and cultures. Tune in on Sundays at 7 p.m. on CHMA 106.9 FM, the voice of the marshes.
Whether you're heading to work, you're getting off a shift, or you're just waking up in the morning, you are listening to CHMA 106.9 FM in Sackville, New Brunswick, voice of the marshes. I'm Maya Noel, and you are now listening to the Late Morning Show. Today is Wednesday, June 24th. I hope you're having a good morning so far. I've been having a pretty good one too. We're going to get into some music. First up, we've got Robinson Kirby with Summer Rain, and then we're going to hear from Tyler Ballgame with Ooh. Thank you so much for tuning in as always, and enjoy.
I stand with my heart in my hands, waiting for your call. All I have is one more chance to fix all that went wrong. Drifting on the blacktop, standing in the summer rain. Staring at the stars in space, waiting for a moment, but it never came. So long ago, that we won't ever know, we'll never be the same. I'm locking up the store. Step outside under the neon lights. You're waiting at the door. stranger is a rare thing to do. Slamming both the door. If you ever turn around, everything is nothing if it's all the same. I cannot explain. If you ever come around, you can help with something if it's all a game.
That was Tyler Ballgame with Ooh on CHMA 106.9 FM in Sackville, New Brunswick, voice of the marshes. I'm Maya Noel, and you are listening to the Late Morning Show. And we also heard Robinson Kirby with Summer Rain. Next up, we're going to hear from Sammy Volkov and A Matter of Time, as well as Sayu Georgi and Beck with Riverman. Let's get into it.
There's a